ready to rise. I'm out here in my microform in my aquaponic area. What I'm doing right now is cleaning out my ebb and flow drains in my aquaponics flood and drain grow beds. I'm getting all the gunk out of them that builds up over time. With my little wire brush here. I hope you guys can hear me. It's about 7:45 a.m. It's going to be a very, very hot day here in southern Texas. So I like to come out early in the morning and get things done in my microform because it gets very hot out here. I mean very, very hot. So that's what I'm doing. As you can see, everything is growing well. I made some changes in this aquaponic system. I'm going to show you that here in a minute and why I made those changes, which were positive changes. I was doing a little experiment. I'm going to show you what I did. That was clean. Now I'm here cleaning out this ebb and flow drain where the water is pumped up from a large 300-gallon sump to the large grow bed. Clean this out a little bit. So when the pump timer turns the pump off, the water will go back into the sump with no problem. This is my normal little maintenance on my aquaponic system. That's all done now. So let me remove my camera. And I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about here. Give me a second. Beautiful morning, but it's going to be very hot today. It's already getting hot already. It's already in the 80s this early in the morning. That's how you know it's going to get hot. I gotta bring my weed eater back here. I got weeds coming up in the backyard, all that little rain we got. Gotta get that done. I'll do that tomorrow, probably early in the morning. And here we are. As you can see, I made some changes in this very large grow bed, and everything's growing good. I got new peppers, jalapeno peppers coming up now. My tomato plants are blooming, going into bloom. So I have some tomatoes here pretty soon, hopefully. And what I had to do was, you see how green these dwarf black mulberry cuttings are that are growing into trees? Look how green they are. Now, if we go over here, as you notice, these are not green. They're not green at all. And the reason why they're not green is because I was doing an experiment. I potted these ones up in normal pots. I took them out the aquaponics system. I did that, and to see how they would grow compared to the ones that were in the aquaponics system, which are very green. And as you can see, these were not doing so well because I wasn't watering them enough, and the root ball hadn't got big enough. And the little pot, the pots I had them in outside the aquaponics system. So what I had to do was, I had to repot all these ones that are green. These black dwarf mulberry trees are green. I repotted them, dual potted them in these beautiful pots I got. And I potted them back into the aquaponics system. And they'll stay here until they grow out nice and bigger. Just like these, they will get nice and green. Because in the aquaponics system, as you can see, everything grows 3 times better because of all this good watering. They get 6 times a day. My water pump comes on. The timer turns the water pump on 6 times a day. Every 4 hours it comes on, and it pumps that good organic nitrate water that comes from the fish tank into this bed. And that's why these are nice and green and these aren't. But no worry, because in a few more weeks these will be nice and green again. They'll be nice and green, just like those are. And as you can see, everything's growing good. And this shows you all the food I can grow, well, all the food in my investment trees. And these dwarf black mulberry trees do produce nice sweet fruit. But I also have investment trees in here also. These are my bald cypress bonsai cuttings that are growing very well. Look at that. Look at all those new shoots coming out of these cuttings. And so right here I have about let me count them here, how many cuttings I have in here. I have a lot of cuttings in here, and I still have lots of room over here to grow a lot more food. A whole lot more food is growing in here. Basil, tomatoes, peppers, my purple sweet ubu yams from the Philippines. And I'm going to be growing some corn in here too. I just potted a 10-gallon, another 10-gallon bag. If you see it right there, I got to plant some more corn in there because I want more corn. And I found out, yes, I can grow corn in my aquaponics system, just like the one over there that you're seeing right there. That's corn in the other system. So let me count these pots, some of these pots in here, the small cutting pots. I'm just giving you an idea of how much tons of food you can grow in an aquaponics system, a large aquaponics system. And I'm building 4 of these. I have 2 of them done. I got 2 more to set up. I'm taking my time. So, all in a small backyard. I don't have a very big backyard at all. So, I'm showing you how much food you can grow. So, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So So we got 14 here, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I have 23 of these small 1 gallon pots growing. 23 1 gallon pots growing, and I still have tons of space to grow over here. So it's going to be a hot day. Get outside, grow some food your way. Let me see if I can get over here and show you this pepper. Look at that pepper. Where's that pepper at? I gotta find it. Where are you, pepper? It blends in so well. I'm trying to do this with a phone in my hand, so it's kind of hard. So, where is it? There it is right there. There's a pepper. That's one pepper. One good pepper growing right there. I have others blooming that's coming out. I'm going to have tons of pepper in here. This is a sweet pepper. Sweet variety of pepper that's growing. So, as you can see, I'm growing lots of food. Oh, I got more peppers over there too. I'm looking at this. I got about 8 peppers growing on these pepper plants. But look at this basil. My basil is growing like crazy in here. And here's my tomato that's going into bloom. So, and I can't overlook my bulb cypress trees over here. See that one? This is the one that I took the cuttings from. I took 3 cuttings from this one and 3 cuttings from that one right here. So I'm making lots of ball cypress bonsai trees, and these beautiful dwarf black mulberry, they are going to be bonsai trees. I'm letting them grow all the way out, then I'll trim them. I'll let the trunk get even bigger, and they'll be beautiful investment dwarf black mulberry trees that will have nice delicious fruit. Growing my own fruit trees in my aquaponic system. Beautiful. So it's going to be a hot day. Hope you guys are like me. You're out here early, especially if you live in my zone 9A, 9B, Southern Texas, in the Houston area. We're in a hurricane season. It goes all the way to November 30th, and this is a very, very hot year. They're saying this may be the hottest year on record so far, which means we might get a hurricane. We might, part of living in the South here. But it's hot, so you got to get out here early if you're growing food. And the reason why I love doing aquaponics is because, as you can see, I don't have to worry about watering anything. Instead of having my plants look like this, starving from water, my plants look like this. So what I'm showing you is the difference of having a nice eco aquaponic system that waters your plants, your vegetables, your fruit with natural organic fertilizer. You don't have to water. You don't have to do anything. All you have to do is come out here and feed your fish. And you don't have to feed your fish because I have automated fish feeders on my tanks. So I come out here and do the maintenance, check up on everything, and go back indoors. That's what I do. So everything's growing good in here. So I hope you guys enjoy this early video of what I'm doing, and I'm looking forward to these guys greening back up again, getting nice and green, because right now they were almost going to be dead here if I didn't pot them in here. I could have left them in. I could have left these guys in the other pots and watered them by hand, but I didn't want to do that because they're cuttings. There's so many of them. it's best to let the system do it, because the system does it better, and they get all that nutrient, nitrate water, and they'll get green. They'll go from this to this over here. You see the difference? Look at the difference. Same kind of trees. Look at the difference. So get outdoors, detox, ground, meditate, manifest, grow food your way. This is Regenerative Life Wayne coming to you from its micro farm in the section, in this aquaponics section, growing food my way. And remember y'all, ain't nobody coming to save us. We gotta save ourselves.